Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
What I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Say that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, ma'am.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you're gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
I'm in transition. And I promise you, if I get my hands on you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. I gotta roll that back. I have to roll that back. That is just too good to let go. I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you're gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Listen, I just may roll it back one more time. He said, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm in transition. So y'all not gonna bother me tonight as it relates to my commentary, because I will pray for you, but I will cuss you smooth out. And to the lady that's been in my damn comments today, ma'am, I'm not gonna call your name. But listen, let me tell you something. It sounds like you've been here back and forth and you don't like my commentary. And I don't have a problem with you not liking my commentary. But why would you do that to your mental health? Why would you do that to your mental health? And you come over to read me my damn rights. And I'm not going to say your name. Stay your ass out my chat. Let me tell you why I say that. I have thick skin. But see, when you get bothered and triggered by a damn reality show, as if I know Garcelle. Now, girl, I done told you I like Garcelle. I like her. I do. But shit, I'm going to do my commentary. It's commentary, ma'am. I don't know that lady. That's not my cousin. That's not my mother. And it's not yours. Okay? No, let me say, ma'am, that's not your, ma'am. Ma'am, you know who you are because I can pull up your comment. See, I ain't going to do you like that right now. This is a ceasefire. Ceasefire warning. Ma'am, you don't know her. You done read me for filth in my comments, and you talk about every time I talk about Black women, I don't take up for them. Y'all better tell her what I hone in on. I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. She come over here talking about, you don't talk about white women. Girl, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. But I'm going to tell you what you can do. You can start your own page. And if you're not ready to, you can take my YouTube class and I can teach you how to talk about white women if that's what you want to do. But what you will not do is come over here and give me a hard time, because everybody can get it over here. And what I'm just saying, ma'am, is I give commentary. If you don't like it, turn it off. Quit coming over here. Why would you get yourself riled up like that before work? Why would you get yourself riled up like that in your cubicle right before lunch? Girl, you need to stop.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Period. Creating your own crazy. Creating your own crazy. Now, the next time you bring your butt over here, I'm being nice, because you come over here all the time and you talk that shit from the chat, and it ain't even Monday night in the chat. It ain't even I said what I said. At least come up on I said what I said and click the link, ma'am. Wait till Saturday. You got 48 hours. You can come up on Saturday and you can say what you need to say to me, and it's not personal. It's not personal. I promise you, I'm not going to take it personal. As long as you end it with, I said what I said. Other than that, stay your ass out the chat because you taking it too serious. For those of you that are tuned in, if you are sensitive and if you expect content creators to say what the hell you want them to say, and I'm not even that disrespectful, to be honest with you. It's some of them that's real nasty. Ooh, they don't give a damn. I'm not even one of them. That's crazy. But I know what it is. You think you can try me because I ain't read you for filth yet. And I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition. You see what I'm saying? That's all.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me. Okay?
Because you're going to get it. If you keep bothering me, like the kids say, ooh, you in trouble, you gonna get it if you keep bothering me. No, I'm messing with you, lady. But listen, stay out my comment section. I see everything. I'm very thorough, okay? And I know you don't like me talking about Garcelle was the producer's pet, but I said what I said. And she did that get down on it. Get down on it. She did all that for Andy. She did all that for the producers. You heard Patrick McDonald. And you mad because I said it. What you want me to do? Sit back and pretend I didn't see it? Girl, Ray Charles saw that. Ray Charles saw what Garcelle was doing. And I like Garcelle and I like Bose. So, ma'am, leave me alone. Or pull up a chair and listen to the content or go start your own channel. But don't be coming over here. I told you the rules are to critique the talking points, not the person. Don't critique me. Critique my talking points. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. She done turned this into a whole Black history lesson. A whole Black history lesson of how don't support Black women. Child, bye. Child be. What is queening in the city? Child, we done raised enough money over here and we built a house in Africa, ma'am. Beyond the game. We built a home in Africa, but I don't support Black people. Which, girl, bye. You're not finna pigeonhole me to have me sitting here deaf, dumb, and mute saying what you need and want me to say. I am not your spouse, nor am I your therapist. That's all I'm saying. Yes, get yourself in a good Bible-based church. Thank you, Gen X with the flex. Get yourself in a good Bible-based church. So that ain't me. Okay? That ain't me. I'm Queen Sheba, not the Queen of Sheba. I'm Queen Sheba, not the Queen of Sheba. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, ma'am. Now, go on now. And if you listening from the chat, and if I catch your ass in that chat after the fact, because a lot of y'all like to pull up right after the live. As soon as I hit end, you come on in. Scary behind. Scary self. Oh, scaredy cat. Oh, scaredy cat. Listen, we going to get on it tonight. We just having a good time. We just having a good time. But, ma'am, I'm just having a good time with you. Just to let you know. I'm about that life, just like you are. You know what I'm saying? I can meet you where you are, but I choose not to. But I'm just saying, lady, if you don't like it, click off. You keep coming back for more. That's how I know it's good. It's like a Lay's potato chip. What they say, y'all? What's Lay's tagline? I got my glass of wine, la la. I'm having a good time tonight. I told y'all I'm finna listen, I'm finna act a fool. I'm finna go DiGiorno on these hoes tonight. Listen. Nobody can eat just one. Nobody can eat just one. Lay's potato chips. Thank you. Thank you, American born. Nobody can eat just one. She keeps coming back. What flavor am I? Garlic cheddar? Spicy jalapeno? Let me know. Shit. Because you keep coming back. Nobody can eat just one. You be laying down my videos. You did this in this video. Girl, I'm happy to have you. Go ahead and switch. Let me bite you so I can turn you like a vampire. KC say I'm salt and vinegar. Let me go ahead and bite your neck so I can turn you, get you over here. Cheddar and sour cream. I'm something because she keep coming back. She could eat just one. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ready to get into the thick of it? Because I'm ready to have a good time tonight. I don't even know if I should just open up the lines and we just jump right in or what. But we are talking all things Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, baby. This reunion was one for the books. This reunion was one for the books. And y'all put on all over social media. Y'all showed y'all's behind and hyped up all of this hoopla about what Bose did to Garcelle. And Bose ain't did nothing to Garcelle. Bose sat back and minded her Ghanaian business and listened and watched and learned. Where y'all at? Come to the forefront. Trey, come to the forefront. Simone. Oh, now they sleep. They're asleep tonight. They went to bed early tonight, all of a sudden. Okay. Bose ain't did nothing to Simone. We sat there and we watched Garcelle throw Sutton under the bus. Yes, she did. She threw her own friend under the bus.
That's no surprise at all.
What?
That's no surprise at all.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Did she not? Did Garcelle not draw first blood? Oh, Lala, don't you even start, Lala. Look, I'm just putting on. Yes, she did, Lala. Garcelle threw Sutton under the bus when Garcelle was going toe-to-toe with Kyle. Don't bring my name up in your fight. If I'm talking shit behind the scenes, don't bring my name up in your fight. If you decide to fight that lady on the couch and go toe-to-toe and go back and forth, why are you bringing my damn name up when you losing? Soon as Garcelle started losing, she brought up Sutton's name. And she said, what did you say? And Sutton said, I said, that's very interesting or whatever. She said, no, you didn't. You said that's a chess move. Okay, if you are my friend, no, American Born. American Born said, I love Sutton, but she should have had her back. Why? If you throw my girl, if you throw me under the bus and I don't know it's coming and we ain't did no pre-game strategy, I'ma sit there. She threw Sutton under the bus and they supposed to be friends. Let's get into it. Let me run down the roster real quick. And then I'm going to see how y'all are feeling because some of y'all may not have watched the reunion. Let's start there. She threw Sutton's ass under the bus. Sutton didn't have nothing to do with it. Everybody was keeping it pimping. Everybody was keeping it playa. Garcelle, first of all, Garcelle. Yeah, I called you Simone Wealthy. Come to the front. There she is. I knew she was lurking. I knew she was out there. Okay, Simone Wealthy's here. I just need to do a roll call of who I got to fight and who going to try to jump me tonight. But check it out. So, first of all, they get the reunion started. Andy asked Kyle what she hopes to achieve and accomplish. Kyle wasn't even done with her sentence before Garcelle leaned in and started talking. Nervous chatter is not good. So immediately, the first thing I thought is Garcelle must be nervous. I'm going to jump all around this reunion. And it proved me to be right because at the end, when they wrapped up to go to lunch and she went to her trailer after throwing her good friend Sutton under the bus. Wait a minute. Before Sutton lied, y'all keep going to Z, XYZ. We're talking about the starting line. Before Sutton lied, Garcelle threw her under the bus. Can we all agree? I like Garcelle, by the way. I'm just making a good argument. So this proved me right that Garcelle may have been nervous because on their way walking back to her trailer, she tells her team, wow, I'm shocked. I feel attacked. I thought it would be Sutton in the hot seat. I told y'all, Garcelle is a great actress. I'm not making her a bad person, but y'all refuse to see it is what it is. Garcelle shows up to work. She just didn't know she would be the primary target on this reunion, okay? She thought it would be Sutton, and she was okay with showing up to the reunion as long as it would be her good buddy Sutton and not her. And she was caught completely off guard when they all came at her. And to be honest with you, they handled her with care, considering how we've seen reunions go. They really tap danced around her. And I'm not saying they should not have. I listen, if y'all want soft and beautiful it was, considering how low they can go. Garcelle has been an initiator of mess this entire season. I'm just calling it like I call it. Okay. That's it. That's all. Does that mean she's a bad person? No, she understands the assignment. But I don't think a lot of you understand the assignment, and y'all be getting wrapped up into it too tight, too wound up. When these people are getting their check, they're checking out, and they're going home. So the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they start off the reunion, and they start talking about Dorit and PK, okay? They highlighted their season. Actually, the more I think about it, they spent a great deal of time on Dorit and PK. Can we agree? They spent a lot of time on Dorit and PK. So Kyle, I don't know who told you Dorit's head was on the chopping block. It sounds like, according to that producer that came out and spilled all the tea regarding how it really works, they could be playing all of y'all. Kyle, your head could be on a chopping block, because the amount of television time, the amount of airtime they gave PK and Dorit's story for this reunion doesn't really appear to be that her job is on the line. And it seems like Kyle is really good. She's really made a seat at the table with the executives. And I know that's good in particular circles. I don't know, Kyle. I think you could be playing yourself if you're not careful, where you think you're in the know and you have no idea, almost like Big Brother, and they backdoor you and flip the house upside down. So let's talk about it. So yeah, they highlighted Dorit and PK's season. I didn't know Dorit smoked cigarettes. So they had this probably 1.5 second clip of Dorit smoking cigarettes. And they said the viewers loved it. Andy said the viewers love seeing Dorit just being herself, smoking a cigarette. And it's so funny to me how these women will go to the limits to hide something that's so legal as smoking a cigarette. Pretentious, fake. They're so caught up in image. So Kyle said, "Oh my God, I didn't think that would be shown." To which Erica and Dorit replied, "Listen, we assume everything is going to be shown." So that should tell all of you there's a great portion of their lives that you have no idea that exists. And also there's probably a great portion of their lives that production edits out. Dorit was smoking a damn cigarette. Now, Dorit goes on and she talks about PK and alcoholism, but she still loves him. Do you think Dorit still loves PK? Or do you think she said it because it's the right thing to do? And the reason why I ask y'all that, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they're a bunch of actresses, and y'all keep forgetting that. Most people go to Beverly Hills to make it. Most people move to Hollywood to make it. All of them are actresses, and you all keep forgetting that. I look at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills completely different than I do any other franchise, because I understand we never know what's behind the mask. American Born says no, she doesn't feel like Dorit still loves PK because she threw him under the bus. Aries' very own said the marriage is over. It very well could be, and I agree. But the question is, do you think she still loves PK? Was that genuine? Or do you feel like she said that shit because it sounds good, it looks good, to the tune of the likes of Beverly Hills? That's my question. That's my question. The one said she's been putting on fake A's for him. Okay. And then Crystal, thank you. Straightforward. She says, no, she don't think Dorit loves PK. All right, let's continue. She said, okay, so what we found out is they are in pre-foreclosure. Listen, PK say, you got to get it how you get it. He stopped paying the mortgage for whatever reason. So Dorit comes up with this bogus ass excuse. It made absolutely no sense, girl. Oh, the way PK deals with business, he's going to call you until you get back with him. He's not going to pay. Girl, that's not the way it works in good old America, in the good old US of A. So that's BS. And I felt like that was a lie. Okay. She also said they played the clip where she's calling him a deadbeat dad. I do believe he's a deadbeat dad. I said, I believe she meant what she said in a moment, but it doesn't sound good to the likes of Hollywood. You shouldn't say that out loud. You have to make him look as good as possible. I think he's a dead ass beat dad. I think that her first answer was legit. He barely sees those kids, and it is what it is. But after a few phone calls and probably after a few text messages from the neighbors and the circle and her homegirls and her friends, she switched up her tune because she understands that he could hold her hostage financially. The Queen Speaks TV says, I believe he is a deadbeat dad because he's never around. He's never around. And he decides when he wants to hang out with the kids. And according to her, it may be every Saturday. A random Saturday, every now and then before he goes out when he feels like it. Now, they played a clip of what's his name? PK talking to Mauricio, and Mauricio asked him point blank, what has changed? And he said, I got sober. That's what's changed. PK, I call BS. I call BS because you're drinking now. According to Dorit, you started back drinking. And if being sober caused you to want to get a divorce and you're now drinking, how come you haven't gone back home? I don't believe we've gotten a full story of what really happened between PK and Dorit. I believe whatever's being presented is very pretentious. We still don't have answers as to why they are divorcing. Neither one of them has given anything solid that we can chew on. It's not making sense, you all. What do you think it is? And I don't think it's the robbery. What do you think it really is? Oh, American Born say PK is traveling with Boy George. Why do you think they are really splitting up? Because let me tell you something. I trust my instinct, and I'm not picking up what they're trying to put down. I don't even think it's a storyline. Aries Very On says, yes, none of them have a solid storyline. I think they're lying about the reason that they're getting a divorce. I don't think we know. I think everybody else know. You think it's finances? Aquarius says she thinks it's finances. You think it's the finances? He's been having financial problems. He's been gambling. What's the real reason? She called him a monster. Y'all think it's simple as that. He's broke. She wants out. She don't want him no more. That's what you think? Well, how come he doesn't want her? Okay, that may be the reason she doesn't want him. How come he doesn't want her anymore? Something just, I don't know. I feel like something is missing. And somebody, I don't know if Bravo is protecting them. And I don't know the reason why. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That's it. That's all. The only thing we've gotten is he's an alcoholic. And he got sober. Nah, girl. I'm not buying that. So that's how they opened up. They gave a rundown of Dorit and PK. Y'all, check this out. So in the midst of this, watch this, the privilege of it all. Sutton had the nerve, had the gall, the audacity to turn to Garcelle to say, if things get tough, I'm going to turn to you for support. Girl, bye. Do you know what that means? I tell you a lot. Do not be the cleanup lady. Do not be the one that people come to clean up shit. But when everything is going good, they're nowhere to be found. You don't get invited to the parties, the happy hours. They only come to you when they have problems. They only come to you when they're having a bad day, when they need advice. Sutton actually had the audacity to turn to Garcelle and say, if things get bad, I'll turn this way and look to you for support. Girl, bye. But I feel like Garcelle peeped it because she said, oh, okay. I won't be able to touch you back because, the way my gloves are set up, I don't want us to get stuck. You damn right.
We do not care.
Period, Sutton. Handle your own scandal because you chose Kyle, and I'm glad that Garcelle let you know there's going to be some boundaries. Now, she blamed it on her gloves, but I think at that point she had peep game. She decided that, you know what, I'm not leaning in. You're on your own. But I just found that funny because that's what Sutton has always done. That has always been how their relationship has played out. Garcelle is just waking up to it, if you ask me. That's it. The Queen Speaks TV says a woman doesn't change towards a man unless he is cheating or abusing them. Dorit is angry. I don't know. Hollywood is a little different. We've never really gotten a full display of PK and Dorit. I don't know. You may be right, though. So let's talk about Bose. Andy then goes to Bose, and Andy's smart. Andy has been doing this for quite some time. He's a very smart cookie. He said, hey, Bose, I know you came prepared. A woman of your caliber, you're not the kind to walk in unprepared. I feel like you did your research on this show. I feel like you did your research on each and every individual. I feel like you spent an intense amount of time. And he was right. Bose said, yes, I did. So for those of you that are saying Bose is talking about what she don't know, listen, surprise, surprise. Andy is smart. He got her to say, you know why he did that? So nobody can cry victim. So now he has it documented in history. Should she ever decide, and if the tables turn on her, should she ever decide that she want to play I didn't know or I didn't know card, he has her saying, I did my research on everybody. Are y'all happy now? Bose did her research. When you do your research, that's an intense amount of time to spend. Why? Why does she do her research? Because Bose is a very smart woman, and she understands that reality television demands what? It demands drama. Shit. They're not expecting her to come in and play the harp and beat the tambourine and read Psalms 123. They need her to come on in. They ain't got time to onboard her. So a lot of you that are saying, well, she came in talking about things that she didn't know. Let me tell you something. In reality television, it is not the place to sit back and relax and not talk, because otherwise you're not coming back next season. She had to jump in. She had to hit the ground running. That's just how it works. That's just how it is, whether you like it or not. Some of you felt like she stuck her head and her nose in businesses that it did not belong. But y'all, it's reality television. She has to prove herself. There's a level of expectation. And Patrick McDonald, the television producer for Bravo that just exposed the hell out of them, told you that. And if you don't know which way you're going to go, we're going to point you in a direction that we see you going. So it's sink or swim. And that's why I told y'all, can we give her a little bit of grace? And y'all were like, oh, hell no. We ain't giving her no grace. She should have stuck up for Garcelle. Do you feel differently now that you see Garcelle shot herself in the foot? Starting off reunion part 1. I feel like Garcelle shot herself in the foot. I feel like she should have said less. But okay. They don't want nice and sweet. Bose understands that. They talked about her home. I guess she had a home and it burned down in the fire. They talked about that. They talked about her love life. And then they go to this guy that she's dating named Keely. Okay. Now, according to Bose, according to Andy, there has been mixed responses in social media. Folks don't understand why Bose would want to have a baby without love. For those of you that are tuned in, you may be like, okay, what do you mean without love? Women have babies every day and are not married. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a woman that's actively dating a man that she's introduced to her teenage daughter, and she's seeking fertility treatments. And he hasn't, at that point in time, even told her he loved her. Okay. So that's why you have those mixed responses in social media, and folks didn't understand why in the world would you open up your womb and your body to produce a child with a man that you've been with for 7 months that hasn't even uttered the words, I love you. Let me tell you something. Making a baby, and this is where a lot of women fucking get in trouble, and we got to do better, ladies. And this is where we look at the what's the basketball player's name? To Latrice, who just said, you know what, let me pay this child support up front. I ain't got time. I don't want her. I don't want the baby. I don't want to see the baby. What's his name? Anthony what? And a lot of you were outraged. How dare he? How dare he? Anthony Edwards. How dare he not want anything to do with the baby? When a motherfucker don't love you, you know what? When a man does not love you, you know what?
I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill
it.
I get angry. I don't want to.
Do we really not know this, ladies? When a man don't love you, he's not going to skip over you and love your child immensely. If he don't love you, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be real hard if you were a stranger and he ain't never uttered I love you and y'all was just getting it off. It was physical. It was sexual. Sex does not mean to a man what it means to a woman. That's all I'm saying. And then all of a sudden you have this baby. He should want this child. No, ma'am. He barely wanted you. You were something to do. So that's why there was a mixed response in social media, because folks didn't understand the likes of a CMO, chief marketing officer, who constantly lays out her resume for being smart, strong, impeccable, wise, knowledgeable, would really consider seriously having a child with a man she barely knows. Okay. Making a baby where love is not present. That's what they talked about on a reunion. He's 48. He's never been married. He's never had any children. To me, that's a red flag to me. What about to y'all? Is that or is that not a red flag? That don't make me right. It don't make y'all wrong. That's a red flag. Sir, in all your years of living, of thine getting, you ain't never met a woman that have come across your desk that has been so great that you wanted to take her home to meet your mother and go to her home and meet her parents and get on your rusty, dusty ass knee and ask her to marry you? Only up until Bose showed up. You ain't never ran across something so good that you say, I got to keep her. In your 48 years of living, that's a red flag to me. To me. What that says to me is you've enjoyed your life. You've been outside for quite some time. Now, I don't know who you've been outside with, but you've been outside, right? And Bose, I don't know. When a man has managed to disconnect and to be able to throw a flag on a play and stiff arm women all his life, I don't really know what you're getting. I know what he's getting from you. He's getting stardom, access. He's getting nice dinners. He's getting flown all around the globe. He's getting nice. He's getting time on a reality show that a lot of people love. And he didn't start from the bottom. Literally, you brought this man on your first season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's a great honor. I would marry you. I would marry you. I would be a sugar boy. I would let you take care of me. He's walking into opportunity. He ain't got to do shit. He don't have to earn his keep. You going to earn it for him. That's all I'm saying, Bose. And that's no attack on Bose, but that's a huge red flag to me. Why? Why, Bose, Why would you parent and have a child with a man that hadn't even expressed his love for you, that's never even committed to a woman, that doesn't know the highs, the lows, the up and down of marriage, that's never even been that close to commitment, never even felt that for a woman, and then you expect him to love that child? It's kind of weird to me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's kind of weird to me. Can we get to love first? Because other than that, there's no, he doesn't have to stay. He can procreate with you. They're not even talking marriage, okay? Let me just be quiet. Let me go on. Anywho, Bose, I told you, and I hate to say I told you, but I'm going to say it. I told y'all Bose probably tried to get to know Garcelle, but Garcelle stiff-armed her because Garcelle is the veteran on the show. Let's break it down. We're talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the reunion. Give me 1 second. Let me take a sip of my wine. We have been talking about this for a number of days. I know you don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. That's okay. I do. I told y'all, I'm telling you what happened. I said, there's a lot of women. There's a particular group of Black women that enjoy being the only Black woman in the group. Okay. Not you, not none of y'all, because y'all are all sanctified and holy in the chat. Not none of y'all, but the other folks. Okay. Bose said that she tried to connect with Garcelle and get the rundown. Y'all know what that means. That means two Black girls, Black girl magic, linking up, fuck the cameras. Girl, let's talk. Garcelle didn't even want to talk. Garcelle didn't even want to give the girl the lowdown. Garcelle didn't even want to connect on the sister girl level. Get out of here. I told y'all. I told you. Listen.
The guy said that last time they went to the Ultimate Club, Carmen was sitting on his lap. When he told me that, I said, oh, hell, I paid double for that.
But at the end of the day, he never got no pictures. He was telling you a story, Mama.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
See, and y'all still want to argue with me. Bose said it and Garcelle agreed. Did y'all watch the reunion? Bose said that she tried to connect with Garcelle and connect with her on a sister girl level, that Black girl magic level. Guess who wasn't willing to lean in? Garcelle. Girl, what's the lowdown? How can we run this play? Give me the lowdown on all these scallywags. Thank you, American Born. Am I lying, American Born? And guess what Garcelle said? Learn on your own. Learn on your own. I told y'all, Bose should have attached herself to Garcelle. For what? I can't DDT you and put you in a headlock and make you my friend. I tried. Bose tried. She tried to connect with Garcelle. Garcelle wasn't hearing it. She wasn't feeling it. And she said, Garcelle instructed her to get to know the ladies on her own. Period. There you have it. That's why Bose was left to fiend for herself. Garcelle wasn't trying to hear it. She wasn't trying to link up. She wasn't trying to be a power couple with Bose. She threw her out there and said, get to know him on your own. I ain't giving you nothing. I'm not giving you no intel. That's it. Now, and I didn't say that. They both said that was true. Now, y'all already know who violated what code. So tonight, I am revoking. I am declining Garcelle's black card for 5 minutes. Because Bose did what she was supposed to do. Y'all already know. But y'all are so stuck on Garcelle, nobody wants to admit that she misstepped. The black code. Bose went to her before they started filming, try to link up with her, try to do a little brunch, a little catfish and grits and hot sauce. And Garcelle didn't want to link with her black sister. She didn't. Now, she didn't want to do it, okay? There, y'all happy now? She asked Garcelle for the intel, and Garcelle didn't want to share. So I was right now. I was right. I told you Garcelle didn't want to connect with her. She left her out to fiend for herself. And guess what? Bose did what a real bitch would do. All right, I got it. Shit, I tried to connect with you. I ain't finna beg you. I ain't finna chase you down. I got it. So don't get mad when I link up with Dorit, because I tried to link up with you and you tried that old phony wony stuff, that old token shit. Girl, I can't tell you. Oh, girl, get out there and get it on your own. Yeah, y'all mad, but that's what happened. And Garcelle said it happened. So let's continue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. So Bose took the bait. She took the lead. And she got out there and she did what she needed to do. She did what she needed to do. And to me, she's had a great first season. Now, here's the thing. Garcelle blew up her own spot on this show. To me, Garcelle did way too much. I think if she would have just pulled back in some scenes and not initiated all of the tea, not pushed all of the conversations, it would have been a really, really good, sweet spot for her, okay? She blew up her own spot on this show. She took the bait. She windmilled for Sutton for 5 long years, period, point blank. Y'all ain't talking about that. Y'all ain't talking about how she did boo-boo the fool and was looking like Sam Sausage Head for Sutton. Y'all ain't talking about that. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to snatch her black card for 15 minutes. All that windmilling she did for Sutton. You know the crazy part about Garcelle? I really think she's drinking the Kool-Aid in Hollywood. I don't think Garcelle would sit down and host any of y'all in her beach house. I really don't. All of you that's in the chat windmilling for her, I don't think Garcelle would let y'all come to her beach house. I don't. This is where Garcelle messed up to me, where she failed to read the room. She should have known it was over when she went to Augusta, Georgia. I did. That girl mama didn't like you. Reba did not like you. And Sutton is craving. See, let me tell you something. When a person is craving a drug, the drug is stronger, bigger, and mightier than you. Sutton is craving the love of her mother and craving the love of Kyle. I don't give a damn how long you've been a security blanket for her, Garcelle. Let somebody put them drugs in front of her by way of Reba or by way of Kyle. You're out of here. You're out of here, Charlie Brown. You're just a blanket. As soon as my mom calls me home, or as soon as Kyle decides she wants to be my friend, you're gone. I knew it was over. Or let me tell you, I believe it was over after they left Augusta, Georgia. I believe that changed the dynamics in their relationship. The simple fact that Kyle was there meant everything to Sutton. Kyle didn't even have to say a lot. Kyle played her part. She did the least. Less is always more. Kyle didn't try to. Garcelle pushed too hard. I'm sorry. She pushed. When you go back and watch it and they start rolling those clips on the reunion, she's going in to hug that lady, bringing gifts. You doing too damn much. She did way too much, and it was disingenuous. The fact that you wanted that lady to open up that gift in front of you and she wanted to open it later and you said, open it now, that's disingenuous. That's disingenuous. Period, point blank. And listen, that's an old lady. Them old folks, they know the real from the fake. Garcelle was doing Hollywood. Kyle was doing Kyle. And I like them both. Kyle was doing Kyle. Garcelle was doing Hollywood. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to check off the list. But it wasn't genuine. I'm going to do this because this looks good. And y'all keep forgetting this is a paid, trained actress. Period. You did all that for that lady to tell you to get out her damn business. And the fact that you didn't catch on and you continue to push after that scarf, you continue to push and tell that lady, she just wants to hear you say, I love you. That's not your place. And then after that, you went in and said, can we all just hug? Kyle didn't do none of that. You should have followed their lead. You should have let them take the lead on their own family dynamics. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. She did too much this season. She shot herself in the foot. That old white lady didn't like Garcelle. She tolerated her, but she loved Kyle. She didn't even like Avi. So what does that tell you? That's old school. I don't like the blacks. I don't like the gays. And Garcelle kept trying. So there is a deficit. There is a little bit of insecurity with Garcelle. And then you kept pushing for, what's her name? Sutton to go up against Kyle. You was working too hard for that friendship. I didn't like it. Hell, it made me uncomfortable. You begging this lady to attack Kyle. You begging this, and it really wasn't that serious. You wanted her. You needed her to choose you over Kyle. And to me, to be honest, in that moment, I kind of feel like both Garcelle and Sutton may have been suffering, from acceptance or something. Because Garcelle just got too fixated on Sutton's love and appreciation for Kyle. Come on, y'all. That's why I'm snatching her black card. It's declined today for the rest of the segment. She can get it back tomorrow. We'll put it in Lost and Found. We gonna put it in Lost and Found. I meant what the hell I said. Look, we gonna put it in Lost and Found until she get herself right. Cause she embarrassed the hell out of me this season. She did. Am I lying? Am I lying? That's all I'm saying. So her black card is in Lost and Found. And if she asks you, have you seen it? You say no. That's it. Just say Queen Sheba says she may have seen it. You may want to ask her. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And then she keeps comparing her relationship with Sutton with Bose and Dorit. You can't. Bose just pulled up. You've been with Sutton for 5 years. You've been on that roller coaster for 5 years. Bose didn't like the fact that folks are saying her intellect was being undermined. I don't blame Bose. Bose said, ain't nobody tricked me. I did what I wanted because I did it. Child. Bose said her conversation with Kyle wasn't memorable. Oh, I gagged. You know what she was saying? You fake as hell. You came to me with all that fluffy stuff and you want me to get up here and twirl and pussy pop on a handstand for you like Garcelle does for Sutton. I ain't that kind of black girl. Me and Garcelle not built the same. I'm not Hollywood. I ain't pussy popping on the headstand for you like she does. You can't just snap your fingers and expect me to hop on one leg and bark like Coming to America. Girl, that Garcelle may do that, but I'm not the one. Your conversation was not memorable. Take that fake shit and go somewhere else. That's basically what she was saying. That's what Bose was saying. So this season, Garcelle, in my opinion, I believe strongly, she was a pot stirrer. She stirred the pot and she led the charge on the gossip, y'all. Garcelle did it. I'm sorry. And when you take the lead, you become the primary target. She does this, and she does it though. She does it in the most beautiful ways. And we've all overlooked it for a number of years. I think it's okay. I think if you can dish it, you better take it. Don't you storm off that reunion stage. Don't storm off that reunion stage, because when you was winning, you were peacocking everywhere. Keep that same energy. I think it's okay if you can take it. That's it. But she initiated like almost 95% of the time. She was the do girl for the producers. And y'all still refuse to see that. Garcelle was the do girl. That's why they came for her on the reunion. And the shit backfired. They were ticked off at her. Not because she was black. She was the do girl. She was getting all up in their business. Like Erica said, and you ain't got none. Oliver is your business. That baby is your business. And other than that beach house, which is a huge accomplishment, all they were saying, you ain't got too much going on. You ain't dating. You don't really have nothing. Listen. In my opinion, y'all continue to forget Garcelle is a producer, and she continued. She was trying to produce. She was trying to get the tea, but she didn't have a storyline. I like Garcelle. I like Bose. I like Kyle. I like Sutton. I like Erica at times when she's not with Lisa Rinna. But let's be fair and let's call the shit out. Garcelle threw Sutton under the bus. We ain't making no excuses today, okay? You do that to me. You throw me under the bus when I think this is your fight and it's one-on-one. Ain't nobody trying to jump nobody. I'm going to let you fight your own battle. Garcelle was trying to put Kyle she was trying not to put Kyle. She was trying to put Kyle in a position for Kyle to say that she was a lesbian. And in my opinion, Garcelle was pushing throughout the season to out Kyle, and that was not her place. Let Kyle comes out. Let her come out when she wants to. I'm for real. I'm sorry. Some of you are not going to agree with this. That wasn't her place. She crossed the line. This was a busy season for her, but it wasn't her best season. It was not her best season. She got messy this season. She was feeling some kind of way regarding Sutton and Kyle. She kept pressing the issues, even when Sutton said, I want to respect her boundaries. Well, respect the boundary. Girl, when they say that, back off. What you still fighting for? She couldn't take the cues, the hints, the verbal cues that Sutton was throwing out there. I believe Garcelle, and I don't know if this is a Sagittarius thing, she likes tag teaming. She doesn't seem comfortable fighting on her own. She wanted to drag Sutton in a fight to help her go at Kyle, and she believes they should be fighting all the time together. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You don't always need to jump and tag team. Shit, I think you got it. You got it. Why am I jump in? That's unfair. Every situation does not require us going up against one person, and it's two of us. And I think that's what got her. I think Sutton did play both sides, right? But if Garcelle was about that life, she should be able to stand on her own 2 feet like Bose did. That's it. I feel like Garcelle wanted to rally up the troops to go in. And no, that's your battle. If you want Kyle to say she's a lesbian, that's your battle. That's important to you. The producers got in your ear. You decided to do that. Don't drag me in that. And when Kyle hands you your ass, say you didn't take up for me. Take up for you for what? That's a one-on-one fight. Period, point blank. I'm going to sit back and relax. Now, if Erica come in, I got you. If somebody else come in, I got you. But what I'm going to jump, what I need to get involved for? I feel like Garcelle was there to produce TV, and she forgot that the tables could turn. And guess what? She didn't like it. She didn't like it. That's all. The tables turned on her. And I think a lot of you think, oh, it's unfair because she's Black. No, the tables can turn on anybody. Everybody's had their fair go. Everybody's had their fair share. Yes, it's unfortunate they attacked her children, but she chose to stay. She didn't leave. And when you choose to stay, that tells me you're good to go. You're all right. It's like being in the game. You fall, you hurt yourself, you dust yourself off. And I ask you, do you need me to pull you from the game? You say, no, coach, I'm good. Then go play. I need 100%. She tagged herself back in the game. Okay. It's unfair to think that she gets to have a go at the other ladies and they can't have a go at her. At that point, now we're talking DEI. And with that being said, let me drop the link so y'all can come up here and talk your shit. Now, this is what we're going to do. 60 seconds. I'm going to take you one at a time. We're about to end this live, but I promise y'all, it's okay if you disagree with me and if you hand me my it's okay. But I said what I said and I meant what I said. Garcelle played herself. She really did. Ooh, they mad, child. And I like Garcelle. Let's be clear, because some of you hear what you want to hear. Trey says, I can agree, but I'm not taking my foot off their necks of this unpleasant white woman. I agree with you. I've been there for years. I feel the same way. But she didn't help it this season. How should she have played? She had come in like Bose. Girl. Bose really didn't. Girl. Wow. That's a girl. Bose was slick with it. That's it. That's all. I agree with you, Trey. You see how Bose did that? Bose got him to talk. She got them hoes to talk, to open up. Dorit was spilling her guts the first time she met Bose. Okay, let's see. Cherry Moon says Garcelle was not how can you? She was, Cherry. She was. How can you out someone who has already put their relationship out on Front Street? The girl was all on the show with Kyle last season. If you keep asking me about my sexuality this season, and I'm telling you I'm not there, and you keep saying, well, just if you are, it's okay. Just be what you want to be. And I keep saying, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to talk about that. That's not what I'm on this season. Let it go. She was. We got to call a thing. And yes, Kyle did bring Morgan on last season. Yes, Kyle needs to tell her truth. But guess what? Kyle has been doing that for a number of years, not being able to. I'm not saying Kyle doesn't need to tell her truth, but does Garcelle have to be the one to lead the charge? And with that being said, welcome Lala.
Hello, Queen Sheba. I know you playing with me.
I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to let you have it. You got 60 seconds.
Okay. All I have to say, I disagree. You playing games tonight, Queen Sheba. Okay. I have to say, Garcelle held herself well. For me, she held herself well. You can tell this was an orchestrated plan to ambush her. And for them, they miscalculated the backlash. Okay, the real mean girls were Erica, Dorit, Kyle, and Bose. And I disagree with you when you said, Bose went to her to, talk to her and, fill her out. No, Bose went to her to go get the tea. And Garcelle did not give her the tea and told her, go figure them out yourself. I don't want to, give you my judgment and you go based on my judgment. It was not to say, let's kiki, let's form a team. It was none of that. My opinion is, if she did give her that information, what's not to say Bose was going to take it back to those chicks that she's trying to fit in with and throw Garcelle at the bus. At the end of the day, you have to protect yourself. It's you over everybody every time. And I am Team Garcelle. And you said you revoked her card, her black card, 15 minutes and put in trash. Guess what, Queen? Did I not tell you I like to look for stuff? I found it and I'm holding it. All right?
Ooh, all right. You hang out, young lady. You hang out. Don't you go anywhere.
Okay, Queen. Okay.
Okay. Christina. Oh, well, Christina, she got me. She said she found Christina, she said she found Garcelle's black card and she's
I'm taking that black card from her and it's been taken. It's been revoked and it's revoked for about 48 hours because I agree with you, Queen. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. She came to you without the cameras and I had a feeling she was going to talk to the black girl first, see what's going on, see the scene and stuff like that. She said no. Garcelle is a crab in a barrel type of woman. That's it. That's all. And for her to be working corporate, she knows those types of women. I understand that people are saying that, oh, Bose, it's hard to work for Bose. She's changing jobs, this and that. But you can't take away her accolades. And she's seen this stuff before. So she came to you first. You said no. Bet. All bets are off. And they came at her and she deserved to be come at. You cannot keep saying racism, microaggressions when somebody's trying to correct you about something that you're doing wrong. That's not how that works. And she's been doing that. And so this other black girl comes in, you can't throw that racism. You're gonna have to go toe to toe. And you don't wanna align yourself with her. So you got drugged through the mud. That's it, that's all.
Oh, that was a strong point. And y'all remember, Bose went to Garcelle. I don't know if y'all watched the reunion before the show started. She tried to connect with Garcelle before the show started. That's it. That's all. Let me go to Trey. Trey, welcome. Everybody mute up. Trey, welcome. Ooh, Trey, you got the floor, my friend.
Good evening, Queen, and everyone in the chat in the palace or what have you. I just want to. I'm gonna try to be quick because I don't want y'all to put that white man on me. Um, I've heard a lot of different comments about this as far as on here and some different other places. When I think about it, it makes me ask more questions. Like with the gentleman, the producer that got fired right before the last episode or the reunion. It's giving very. She may have been Garcelle may have been his pet, or he may have, the way that he talked nicely about her makes me believe that he was on her side. And he was kind of pushing her to be the one to ask those questions because they knew that her
Boom.
life was not as quote unquote interesting as everybody likes to put, which none of their lives are interesting. It's just the foolishness that they got going around that's actually interesting. But nevertheless, it makes me want to ask that question, and that may be why she felt so ambushed. Because, like when she said when they were leaving the set to go to lunch, I thought that this was Sutton's part where she got her ass ate up. I'm sorry, excuse my language.
Oh, you
Where
can
she
keep.
got ate
Yeah,
up
we
in
grown. Go ahead.
that. Yeah, well, she got ate up. I didn't know she was ambushed, and I feel like with her, number one, being ambushed, and also just not being a person who's quick on their feet to comment or to do those comebacks like Erica and some of the other girls. I think that's kind of what had stumbled her and made her so that's what made her fumble the bag when she was on stage. Because when you look at her when she was in her dressing room, even then it took her a minute to kind of come up with the comebacks that she was just saying F Erica. That's all she felt. She was in a rage moment. So I see that, and I also see with her her friendship with Sutton. Lastly, it's very interesting when you think about the history of the friendship. I feel like Garcelle played herself with Sutton, and it's very unfortunate because she was saying the things that she fell into. When she talks about Sutton on those last couple.
Back to Trey. Trey. Trey, you cooking. Trey, you cooking. Trey, they was on my ass in the chat. Trey.
Okay, this is my last point
No,
though. I
stay,
think
stay, 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 stay. I'm gonna come back to
okay,
you. Stay. Don't go nowhere.
okay,
I
okay.
gotta stay right here. Go on mute. Trey, they was calling me all kind of names in the chat. Hold on. They timing it. Simone Wealthy.
That was
Simone,
racist.
you got the floor.
Garcelle has 2 black cards, so she can use the other one. Y'all can keep that other one for 48 hours, 24 hours.
Oh,
The
Thank you,
next thing I want,
Simone.
the next thing I point, oh, you're welcome. The next point I want to make is Garcelle is a real friend. Granted, she knows business and she knows friendship. She considered Sutton her friend. And sometimes when you consider someone your friend and they don't reciprocate it, you get burnt. Okay, was she perfect this season? No. As far as her being so angry with Erica, I would be angry too with her because she didn't have any problems with her all season and waited and got with Bose, Kyle, and the others to come at her. As far as Bose is concerned, I wouldn't tell her shit either because I am sure Garcelle got with some of her Hollywood insider friends who know Bose's past behaviors and problematic issues with other black colleagues. So she kept her mouth shut, as anyone would do. You let them find out about everyone on their own so they can have their own open opinion of them. So, and I'll shut up so before the white man come get me because I know y'all trying to get me in the chat.
Wow. Wow.
I wouldn't tell Boz shit either. She knows she a snake. So she saw
hold
what
on.
it
Your time.
was.
Hold on. I'm coming back to you and Trey. Hold on.
She saw
Let me
what
go to
it was.
let me go to Square Biz 25. Welcome. They hot tonight. Square Biz, what you got? Square Biz, you are on mute, my friend. In 5, 4.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I don't think Gazelle was ambushed. I'm with you 110%, Queen.
Okay.
in reality shows, you have to know how to play the game. It's all, I wrote down what I'm going to say. It's all about strategy. Even if you have reconciled with cast members during the season, during the reunion, you have to, this is where you're going to discuss the conflicts, right? So you have to be prepared to defend yourself and be in control of the narrative and know when to strike. So Garcelle saying that, telling Erica, we've already resolved this, blah, blah. No. The reunion is where you discuss stuff, where you prove yourself to them that you know the game. This is what Melody also did on her show. At a reunion, she was quiet. She was surprised. She's already discussed it during the show. No, the reunion is where you play the game, the real game of the show. So all that excuses they make, I wasn't expecting you to say this. No, you come there prepared to fight. That is the reason why Real Housewives of Atlanta was the best show, at least the past Nene's group. They came fully prepared. They wrote down their notes. They know who said what at what time. They have their receipts. That is what you do at reunions. Now, Bose told Garcelle, Garcelle told Bose to get to know.
Damn, Square Biz. Damn, Square Biz. Hold on. Hold on, Square Biz. We gonna come back. Go on mute. We coming back because you cooking.
Okay.
Get your thoughts together. Go on mute. We coming back. We got to come back to you, Trey and Simone. Square Biz. We coming back. Get your notes together because you cooking. You gonna start off at where Bose told somebody something. Go on mute. Let me go to Unibu. Square Biz, mute up real quick. There we go. Unibu, welcome. Welcome, Unibu. We girl, it's hot.
Can you hear me?
It's hot tonight. What you got?
Can you hear me? I have my headphone on.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make it quick. I don't want the white man on me. So I kind of fell off Beverly here a little bit. I just like kind of dibble dabble, when something happens. But I'm just here to windmilling for my Haitian sister Garcelle. Okay, now I'm gonna have to make it to my Haitian accent. I agree with you with certain things.
Hold on, Uni. You sound muffled. They say you're not coming through clear. Let's do a mic check real quick.
Oh.
Move the mic. Are you wearing headphones or earbuds?
You good?
Oh, that's better. Go ahead. Start all over.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm just here for Garcelle. I was gonna say I agree with with the whole Bose thing. Like, maybe she came to her to find out the deets. And I also understand Garcelle part is like I don't know you like that. And I don't know your plan. And even if I tell you the deeds or the tea about other people, I don't know if you're going to use it against me. I don't know how you move. So I understand why she kind of like, you get to know them, by yourself. I think that's like a fair thing because it's like I have to get to know them for myself when I first got here. So in her way, it's like if I have to do it, you're gonna have to do it. I mean, I don't want you to just take my word for it and just, screw or turn how you feel about them. I want you to get to know them for yourself. So I don't think she was wrong in that part. Now she do some questionable thing because I was like, come on, girl. But I just want to come on the line to say not too much on my Haitian sister, okay?
Oh,
I'm gonna start me speaking Creole. When I was hold on, ça fait. Pas parler avec Sam comme ça, attendez. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I don't want the white man.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. You heard my pipe. All right, well, go on mute. I'm gonna come back to everybody because y'all cooking. First of all, listen, I'm gonna go. Listen, y'all. Let me go back to who got the white man first. Let me go back to Trey. You want to finish your thought, Trey?
Yes, I do. And it's all love to Latrice and Linda Gamble, even though y'all had did me wrong. I still love y'all. It's okay. What was I going to say? Okay, so I was talking about the relationship between Sutton and Garcelle. Sutton is not a real friend. Sutton was able to lean on Garcelle. They were both able to lean on each other when it was time to combat Erica, because Erica had actual facts in the paper about her situation going on. Sutton loves Kyle. Sutton is begging for Kyle's attention and affection, and Sutton and Garcelle saw that. So it's just wild to me that Garcelle even feels some type of way about her, not saying anything. I'm glad that she called her out for that lie that she gave, but I think that was the main reason, once again, why she left. She saw that she had nobody in her corner. Garcelle is just not somebody who can stand on her own, like you were saying. So even if Sutton is quiet, she still feels like she needs somebody to back her up with a yes girl, and you know what I'm saying, just enough to make her feel like she has somebody, and she don't have
Yep.
nobody. And I
I
think
think
with
the same thing
with
that
that
makes them good
producer
friends.
leaving as well.
The
I'll
same
go ahead.
thing
I'm
that
sorry.
makes them good friends makes them enemies.
Right. And with Bose, I don't know. I don't really. She's I mean, we can pull out all the different reasons as to why the two black women are pitted against each other, but honestly, she's just another one that's gonna fall again. So
Oh,
um,
all right.
yeah.
Okay, hold tight. Let me go to Square Biz real quick. Square Biz, what do you? I know I cut you off, but you were going to talk about Bose.
Yeah. With Buzz, Gazelle confirmed that when Buzz asked her to tell her stuff about the cast, she told them, get to know them yourself. So she can't go, although she's watched the show, she can't go coming into the show with using Gazelle's experiences. She has to get to know them herself. So she came on and did exactly as Garcelle had told her. So whatever that happened, the way they treated Garcelle in the past, it doesn't matter at this point. You told me, get to know them yourself. There's a reason why Garcelle told her that. And she did just that. To me, I feel Dorit is not a person to go to. But she saw her in whatever light, and she went ahead and she trusted her and spoke to her. That is on her, Garcelle. Next year, Dorit offends her or whatever, it's on her. But Garcelle did tell her, get to know these people yourself, and that's what she did. So you can't blame her for coming in and not considering what they had done to her in the past.
Yep.
No.
I agree. Thank you, Square Biz. And that's what y'all keep saying. See, now yesterday y'all was
And
singing
then,
a different
Queen,
song.
can I just say one more thing? Because I have to go, please.
Yeah, let me finish. Go ahead.
And then they keep saying people, they ambushed her. They didn't ambush her. These women came prepared. They've been on the show how many years? They know how to play the game. So I don't think they ambushed them. Maybe they discussed what they were going to talk about, but it wasn't an ambush. They came there and they played the game accordingly. And that was what Garcelle should have also done.
I agree. I think the last reunion, they were rude when Erica threw her book in the trash and we found out she threw the book in the trash.
Yes.
That was bullshit. That was rude. I didn't like it. I was furious. I didn't like the fact that Andy skipped over it. I feel like based on how they misstepped previously and how atrocious they were and how inconsiderate and how rude it came off, they really handled her very tenderly. Now, here's the thing, y'all. We can't be crying for black women to get on the show and then feel like can't nobody go at them at a reunion. They that reunion, they didn't even do nothing. Nene would have done worse. Kenya Moore would have done worse. Nothing happened to Garcelle. What y'all crying about? Exactly. What y'all crying about, Lala?
You know what? I ain't
Exactly.
crying, but I tell you one thing. You're wrong on that part. You know why? Garcelle wasn't upset about what was taking place, she clocked something that I clocked, Queen. I put this in your chat. Something changed after that trip, and it includes Sutton too. Something changed, a shift changed between all of them. And I say they came up with this plan to ambush her and pick on her during that reunion. And she clocked their game and said, enough is enough. I don't need to deal with this. And for what? That's why Garcelle left. Something changed. They were changing the narrative
Well,
and
Sutton and
switching
her
it onto
mom,
Garcelle. Huh?
they rekindled their relationship.
Who did? Kyle
Sutton and
and
her mother. Mm-hmm.
okay.
So when
Maybe.
when
But
girls
to
have a
me, something
voice,
switched, Queen.
yep.
And
It was
even Sutton, right from the beginning, I didn't trust her 100%. But you guys also have to realize that throughout the season, even Garcelle said it in the reunion, they were after Sutton herself, really bad on Sutton. So at one point, she didn't want to engage with them. It wasn't that she didn't want to side with Garcelle or she didn't want to help Garcelle. It gets to a point, it gets tiring when people are constantly after you. And especially if you can't explain things, you can't fight, the way other people fight. Sutton is not built that way. So we have to
she
also
is.
give
Yes,
her
she
a
is.
break.
I beg to differ. Sutton is built for it. She just measures it out.
But she
She
can't
measures.
express herself.
She can. She when she wants to, but she holds back because she wants the friendships more. But let me say this real quick. I wanna speak to what Lala was asking. Lala said, "What changed?" Her mother and her are now on one accord. She doesn't need Garcelle anymore. And Black women, y'all better stop being the cleanup women for situations. It has nothing to do with just for white women. Stop being cleanup women for men in between relationships. Stop being the cleanup women on corporate America when people are in between. We call it the meantime, where they're kind of straggling along in life, and you feel like all they need is a little bit of love and prayer and a home cooked meal. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Garcelle fucked around and found out that as soon as that lady, that white woman, got back on one accord and she plugged into her power outlet, which was the relationship she needed with her mom, you were supplemental. You were a backup. You were never a friend to her because she chose what she's always wanted over you. She didn't have you as an addition. Kyle is an addition. You were something to be used, and she used you until she nursed herself back to health with her mama. That's it. That's all. And that's why Garcelle stormed off that stage. And that's why I yanked her damn black card from her, because she embarrassed me as a Black woman. Get your ass back on that stage and fight.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Disagree.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
Queen.
Disagree.
Okay,
Wait.
Yes.
Garcelle, it ain't embarrassed me one bit. Okay, Garcelle was a friend, and that is something a lot of people don't know about. She was a
Preach,
friend, even if
Simone.
it bit her in the ass. She was a friend to her. Yes, she realized that it was not being reciprocated after that trip to St. Lucia. She realized that they had not spoken until they got to the reunion. She clocked Sutton, okay? She clocked it, and she knew she had to pull back from being the type of friend she is to Sutton, that they were just going to be surface. So I think it all came to a head at this reunion. She's a good friend. A lot of people can't handle that. Sutton has not been a friend to her. And as far as Boz is concerned, I think she's clocked that too. That is why she did not say anything to her and give her the deets on all these women, because she wanted her to experience them on her own. So she may have, like, she had a better relationship with Dorit than she did. And plus, in my opinion, I believe she had got the lowdown on Boz. And so she wanted to put up her guard a little bit because she didn't know which way the snake was going to turn.
Who else
Queen.
on it?
Can I say something?
Yeah, jump in strong.
I really feel like a lot of people's perception of Garcelle is false because that's how you guys think. But I try to go by people's actions and what they say. and her actions and the things that she say don't align with what you guys are saying about her. They barely came at her and she ran away. That's it, that's all.
Thank
She
you.
Period.
wants to be the only black girl on the cast so that she can take advantage of doing whatever she want to do, and if they come at her, she can scream microaggressions and racism. And that's what's been shown. She's a very pretty lady, but that's what her character has been on the show.
All right, Trey. Sound like you were trying to get in there.
I just it's hard because I'm believing I'm with y'all for one point, and then y'all say something that it just kind of falls off. Like I don't feel like it can be true that Garcelle was a good friend. It can also be true that her friendship blinded her, but I don't believe that number one, I don't believe that she was just using microaggression just to be using it as a weapon to attack the white women. I think that she actually felt it, and I think a lot of the things that she spoke out about were very valid. I also believe that Sutton is just a terrible friend, and I feel like she just was quiet. And I don't think that they went too hard on Garcelle. I just feel like she did not have whatever it was she needed at that time to combat them. I don't think that she has ever been attacked at any other reunion. She's had some things done to her throughout the show, but they've never came at her like they did at
Exactly.
that reunion. And I think
Where
that's
y'all
what
getting
kind
that
of
she
knocked
walked
her
off
off a
at?
little bit.
Where
Can
y'all
I
getting
just
that she
say
walked
that we
off at?
all
Because
witnessed,
they
and
break.
oh,
Where y'all getting that she walked off because they took a break
She
and she walked
stormed
off?
off. She don't want to come back. She said, "Can I go now?" This is
You
after.
talking about from the reunion we just saw
Uh-huh.
yesterday?
And she didn't. Okay, so first of all, when they
They took
started
a
off the
break.
reunion, she was the main one. So I hope we all take a cast photo. She left. She did. She left. She quit. Number
No,
one.
she's back next week. You see her
Okay.
in.
Right, but she left the show as a whole.
She didn't take
I think that's
She
where
didn't take
where
she
we're
didn't
coming
take
she
the
did
from.
walk
picture.
off. She did walk off. But what I'm trying to say is, for anybody to say to use microaggression as an excuse, I'm sorry. Any black person that's been in those kind of situation, situations, corporate, entertainment, you name it, you know what microaggression is. You live it, you see it, you know it. She felt it. Us minority black people felt it through the screen. So I cannot stand for that. It is what it is. However, being a good friend, like Trey said, sometimes being a good friend means you're blinded by loyalty. You're going to stand by your friend, right? She stood by her friend. But when she sat there in that chair and she realized there's a team, there's a game plan happening here, and I'm not a part of it. And guess who the target is? Me. Best believe when my integrity and my loyalty is in being checked, best believe I'm walking off, and she rightly so. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of the way she carried herself. I'm proud of the way she walked out. Sometimes you ain't gotta fight a fight if it ain't your fight. And those
But she
people
been
were
fighting
picking on
fights
her.
all season, Lala. That wasn't
But
her fight.
because she was being a friend and she was standing up for somebody. That's what you do as a friend. You will get in there and stand up for them. And then when it's not your business, you walk away. She clocked it. It's none of her business. And she stepped back because she realized Sutton didn't have her the way she had her. And
Well,
that's
let me
real
ask
life.
you
It
this.
happens in real life.
Can
Let
I
me
say
hold on. I want to
something?
ask Lala something.
Can
Can we keep that same energy for Bose? We giving Garcelle her black card back for being a good friend to Sutton,
Yeah.
but y'all
Mm-hmm.
crucifying Bose for being cordial to Dorit. Make it make sense.
No, I'm not crucifying Bose for that. I'm not. I ain't crucifying her for that.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't crucifying her for that.
Let me jump in. Hello?
Go ahead, Uni. We listen over here.
No, I'm just listening. Okay. Um, so my take for Garcelle. There's something called, well, for me, like if I'm being a friend with someone, I am 100,000% down with them. Like you like say less. That's how I am. We ride at dawn. That's how I am. But once I see your friends start moving funny, I will cut you off like I never met you or never know you. That's just me. So I understand like when, she's probably loyal. I don't know why. Just my personal, because certain people that showed I can see the snake. I'm like, why are you will milling for her? But that's what she wanted to do. She thought she was a friend, and when she, peep stuff, she like, okay, I'm a backup. There's a saying that say, "Bash te figin," meaning I see you play in my face, and I'm just going to go and fall back. So I think Garcelle just, she all the 5 seasons she was in, I was like rooting for her. But it's like sometimes you gonna learn the hard way. Like certain people, like you gotta peep. I'm like, they're not your people. They're not your people. When you first got on the season, you already peeped they was not your people. So I don't know why you trying to will milling. I mean, I guess, she didn't want, her to be like alone by herself. She was like, well, let me just be your friend. But I'm like, I'm not will milling for people because you're not my people. If that makes sense. We're on YouTube. Clear people,
No,
it's
that
not my
makes
people.
sense. They both came in at the same time on the same season, as opposed to Garcelle creating her own lane and carving out her own whatever it is for herself, her own niche. She decided, I'm going to be a wingman for Sutton. And that has been her position for the last 5 years. And as soon as Sutton decide, you know what, I don't want to fly with you. I don't know if I want to sit next to you today. She lost her shit. Let's call a thing a thing. She stormed off the reunion stage. We figured out, damn, Garcelle ain't really about that life like we thought she was. And that's a huge disappointment to me as a Black woman. I'm sorry. You let Erica Jane? Like, what did he say? Soulja Boy say, Drake? You let Erica Jane, you could have read her down for filth.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I was highly disappointed because I was like, you're Haitian. Do you know how much we can cut somebody out? I was like, girl, if you don't tap into your ancestors and start cussing her out, I can't stand Erica. When I say I will cuss her out in 3 different languages.
Yep.
Can I ask a
And then some.
But that ain't Garcelle. Everybody can't
Yeah,
be
she's
you.
not a
You
fighter.
can't expect someone to be like what we would do. Like my instincts, I would have went in on Erica and everything about her, but that's not Garcelle. She's never acted that way. So why are we expecting her to act that way now?
You don't have to
Because
curse,
she is.
but as soon as Erica said you boring, you ain't got no life, she didn't
went back
say
and she did.
shit.
She said that was rude. She said that's nasty or something like that. She's not
Simone,
going to get down like that with
I have to push
I
back on that a
would.
little bit.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you can finish. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
I just want to say, okay, if Garcelle is not the type of person that's going to be able to attack someone at any given moment, if we're keeping it real, she should not be the person that's being used as the bone carrier and the question asker. If you have enough balls to stand in front of this white woman and ask her, well, are you a lesbian? What's going on with your lesbian relationship? If you got enough balls to stand in front of a shifty white woman and ask her, well, I think, or tell her, I think something happened at your house that was shifty. Something happened. You should have enough. You should have enough gumption to say something else, as far as to come back if somebody attacks you.
I agree
I
with
just I
you,
feel
but
that.
we
I
saw a
agree.
snippet of that,
I
Trey. We
agree.
saw that behind the scenes in in their little room, their green room, whatever. We saw a snippet of when Garcelle kind of loses it and was saying F you and all this stuff. We saw that. But you have to understand, maybe she's just trying to hold her composure and not go after them the way we would. Because, me, I have a slick mouth any day. I will cuss you all day, right? But for her, it's a different scenario. She's got brands, she's got things to think about. So I think for her, she was holding back. But we saw it in the trailer, she was going off on her. But I think she was holding back because she's worried about what she could lose. She
She
wasn't
was
in the
going
right
off in
frame of
that
Wow.
mind,
trailer.
in
I
my
like
opinion.
herself, but she was going off
But
in that trailer because she is what they call a green screen,
Thug.
Thank
meaning.
you.
She
Thank you.
she
but
she
she
don't
didn't
she don't wait. She got to
when
hold off and think about what
when
happened and
Erica
then come up with something snappy to say.
when
Yeah, it
Erica
ain't
went at
about
her
her being
son,
she didn't say anything either. She was just like, "Don't do that. Why you do that? Don't say that." That's all she did. So it's not
She could
about
have.
her. If that was me, I have two sons.
Toot said it, but let Toot called it out. Let me find it. Toot Latrice said it. Ain't nobody saying it. Y'all over here tap dancing around it. We gonna call a thing a thing. She said Garcelle is indoctrinated into that culture. Garcelle thinks she a white woman.
She does, and
No, she
she
don't.
does, and I hate that y'all don't want to believe it because she's the first Black woman on the show, but it's true. She said that she prefers white meat.
And that's fine. I
I
ain't even
mean,
worried
she
about
had her
that.
ex is white,
Well,
So,
I'm
but
not worried about
she's too
that.
That's not a
Hollywood.
problem. You like who
Yeah,
you
I'm
like.
talking
You
about
love
how
who you
she
love.
handles herself when these women are coming after her and how she threw herself on the sacrificial table for Sutton. Kyle doesn't stand up for you. Kyle, she couldn't even enjoy her damn trip in peace. Most Black girls be like, girl, fuck Kyle. Let's go. Now, what we got going on? Shit, let them do that. Let them handle that. She was so upset because she needed Sutton to turn like a damn vampire in Brooklyn against Kyle. And I was like, girl, she was upset because this white woman wouldn't side with her. Girl, give my damn black card. Y'all, give me my damn card, Lala.
Queen Sheba, you're
Well,
hurting my
Queen,
feelings. You're really hurting my feelings out here, okay? I'm gonna have to take a
well,
step back, Queen Sheba.
Well, we still got 2 more hours of this, so and I hope I think this Garcelle is just gonna sit there and smile and just say little stuff on the side, but I really hope to see something else that really gives me a more concrete reason why she said I'm gonna get up and leave
Yeah.
and do like the full exit.
It ain't nothing. The review hour says Garcelle has to remain sophisticated and classy. She has brands and reputations to worry about. Then get off reality television. Because, see, y'all keep making excuses. She don't need to curse nobody out. She ain't got to do all that. But show up. Can you show up and at least put on your gloves and act like you going to go
Exactly.
to the show? Because
Exactly.
ain't none of them lost their class. Erica said, you're boring. You know what? Forget it. You're just boring. Ain't nobody called nobody no bitch, no hoe. Ain't nobody did nothing. She didn't even show up.
But are they worthy though? Are they worthy? No, they're not.
Come on,
But we
Lala.
can't measure her the same as we could measure them. She can't get away with the same stuff Erica,
I
Kyle,
love how
and
y'all
Dorit
just
can get
Yes.
away
windmill for
with.
Yes,
Garcelle,
Kyle.
and
She can't get away with that stuff. So
y'all
she's
Yes, she
cannot
acting the way
is.
see
she's
it. Y'all
acting.
Yeah.
cannot see it because she
She
the
can't get
first
away the
Black
same
one
way.
on Beverly Hills.
Okay.
No, but if you have an
If
image
it
to
was if it
protect,
was
then don't
Bose,
be on
I
the
really
show.
feel like if she was the first one, it's probably a different conversation. But because she was Garcelle is the first one, y'all are really windmilling for her. But she thinks that she is a Caucasian woman.
I don't think so. I
No,
think
I don't
that she
agree.
is who she is. I think she is not going to go in like I would or like a Lala
She
would.
does go
She's
in.
not going
She
to
just
go
does
in
it
like
when she
that.
has the backup of the producers. If
No,
you
she's
watch
not.
the show.
I mean, I do watch the show. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so adamant about Garcelle. I'm not saying that she's perfect and she maybe should have held back a little bit here and there, but I don't think
She
it
cursed
is
Erica
as
out
drastic.
on
Huh?
Watch What Happens Live. Fuck Erica. Fuck Erica. Fuck Erica. Say that shit when Erica's
Yeah,
in front of you.
she's not going to do it.
Cause
She
she
just
is
ain't going
not,
to do it.
she's scary.
I don't think she's scary. I just feel like she don't really have that type of aptitude to kind of, she's not quick on her feet when it comes to like insults. That's why she'll jump to that's a shitty thing to say or something like just real
Mhm.
basic.
She's an actress
I
and she's
agree,
used to
Trey.
she's
I
a
somebody
agree.
hold on.
Hollywood.
She's an actress and she's used to somebody handing her script to read. That's why.
Disagree.
Okay. Who is she then?
She's Hollywood.
Who is she?
Disagree.
So I have a
Listen.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So since she's not good, and I don't really think Bose is gonna be good for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they also have a Real Housewives of Orange County. Do you think they need a Real Housewives of Watts or a Real Housewives of what's the other one? It's not Laguna Beach. It's
OC.
no, it's another black area in California.
Baldwin Hill?
Baldwin Hill. Real Housewives.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
You can bring back Cherie because I think Cherie was a good. She would have been a good addition.
Garcelle didn't want to share the spotlight. Garcelle don't want to see y'all listen. Garcelle don't want to share the spotlight. Number one. Number two, she's read Erica for filth. I don't need to embarrass you. You've done a great job of embarrassing yourself. She got the combat. We just wondering where it is. And like somebody said, every black woman, hold on, let me read it. Okay. This one, African Beauty says, I agree, Queen. Being sassy, quick-witted black woman doesn't equate to being a gutter snipe and cussing. Yeah, y'all keep acting like we're not multidimensional. You can read down. She has read down over the course of the 5 years, okay? But what happened this time? Let me tell you what happened. Sutton broke her heart. Sutton broke her heart. That's what happened.
Now, Queen Sheba, that's not nice.
Y'all don't want to say that.
Why we gotta be a gun
It's
sniper?
true though. Sutton did break her heart, and she betrayed her. It's not nice, you know. She did betray her.
Sutton broke her heart.
Broke her heart. She did, because she was a good friend to her. But it is what it is. Life happens, you know. You move on. But what I'm saying is, earlier I said to you, are they worthy? Reason why, Queen, she sat there and clocked the game, and that's why, to me, they wasn't worthy of that because she clocked. They trying to turn this on me. That's just my opinion.
Well, and y'all still want to acknowledge Bose came in to be friends.
Oh,
she didn't want to latch on the other black girl.
And I wouldn't even.
She refused to give up Sutton to be close to Bose. Now y'all keep saying, well, Sutton brought on Bose. Then why would Garcelle have a hard time befriending Bose? She didn't want nothing to do with Bose. And if you go back and look at episode 1, when they were in that party, the cocktail party, Garcelle walked right past Bose. Bose had to turn around and said, hey. And you would think, we didn't know then, but we know now. I didn't even know they had already met each other.
Can we keep it real, Queen?
Go ahead and keep it real.
We know that Bose is a corporate shark. If Garcelle got an inkling or a Google search of this lady before they decided to quote unquote meet up so that Bose can come and get her get the tea from her, I would be just like Garcelle. I don't know. I want you to get your own experience. I'm not telling you nothing so that you can either use that against me, or it just feels like it would have been something that Bose used against her. And I think that Garcelle just caught that quicker than Bose may have thought she would, because that's all that gives to me.
If she's a corporate shark, in my mind, it would make sense for me to build an alliance with somebody that's a corporate shark. So she's coming to me. Yes, I'm going to give her my opinion on these ladies, but still, I would say this person, but judge yourself.
She's a corporate shark on a reality show. I think that's what we kind of miss sometimes. Even when we say that,
And
you know, that
Garcelle is an
Garcelle is
actress in
known.
Hollywood. I mean, what are we talking about?
We're talking about we like with you, Queen. Like you'll say that, oh, you know, Garcelle should mind her business or such and such and so and so. Somebody need to ask these white women why are any of them on reality TV if they're gonna hide? Kyle hid her attempted to hide her divorce just so she could sell it to the tabloids and to Netflix. Erica wasn't gonna say nothing about all that foolishness with her husband. The tabloids did. The papers did. Hell,
I mean, I agree with you, Trey. I think it's okay. I don't think it's anything wrong. I think if you're gonna take the lead, you better be damn well prepared to be the target.
Right. That's true.
That's it. Y'all got quiet, but this was a hell of a listen. I knew we coming back next week. We got to see reunion 2. Maybe things will change. Maybe Garcelle's gonna come back and sit up straight, but I think it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. I don't know. I think you know. Can we agree? Did she not throw Sutton under the bus on this reunion? Forget what happened then.
No.
She was.
No.
Yes.
No. I disagree.
I would have threw her ass under the bus too.
Thank you, Simone.
But did she throw her? Yes, she did.
No,
She threw her under the bus.
Nope.
She made her
she
tell
threw
the
under
truth.
the bus, but
She
I
saw
can see
what it
how
was in St. Louis.
It
Lucia
was
with Sutton.
justified because
she corrected her.
She was hurt.
Exactly.
She
I
threw her
don't
on
think
the
she
bus,
threw her
but she
under the
did it
bus.
because she was hurt. So
Look at
She
y'all.
made her tell the truth.
Yeah,
That's
she
what she
made her tell the
did.
truth. At the
She
end of the day,
made
you don't
her ass
sit
tell the
there,
truth.
act like you're my friend,
I thought y'all
numb,
said
like
they was friends.
but she was mute when they were
That
picking on
stopped
her.
after St.
And now
Lucia.
it's time to tell the truth. You want to sit there on a mute challenge?
Don't
Nah,
put my
bitch.
name in shit without my permission.
Oh,
Look, just like they
well.
say, just like they say, black people can't be racist. Black people can't throw white people under the bus. It's just it
I'm
don't make
just
no sense.
no. I was looking at the friendship aspect, and at that point, I wasn't looking at the race. I'm like, if that's your home, girl, wait a minute, let her.
That friendship ended at St. Lucia. That friendship ended
Thank
after
you,
St.
Simone.
Lucia. Okay, all bets was off. She had no more loyalty to Sutton after St. Lucia. She saw Sutton for what it was at that point. So when that reunion came up some months later, it is what it is. She made her tell the truth. She threw her under the bus, whatever you want to call it. She made her tell the truth, in
Damn,
my opinion.
don't do me like that. Let me come in on my own. Damn. Y'all a tough crowd tonight, but y'all are hilarious. Y'all a tough crowd. I'm gonna get off this online. I gotta go prepare myself for next week to battle with y'all.
Mm.
I think
Especially
I'm going to come
Lala.
back, Queen. You hurt me too much today.
Lala said, "Let me tell you something. She may have lost that card, but I found it, and I'ma hold it."
Hmm. She got two. She
I'm
she
going to
she
hold
got
it
a
for
backup.
her.
She been here for years. She ain't new to this. She true to this.
And
I
then
think
Simone coming in, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am.
no ma'am. No
Well,
ma'am.
she
Oh,
got
so now
two
y'all are trying
because
to call
if she don't
Garcelle.
deliver next week, I'm gonna take her Haitian card away.
So
Thank you.
now Garcelle is an African scammer. She over there reprinting her black card. Why she got two cards? I don't have two
So
cards.
she can.
Nah, she gonna get her Haitian card revoked. She better come with it.
She better
I'm
come
waiting
with
for
it.
next week.
I'm gonna be waiting too. I'm gonna be waiting too. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. But with that being said, y'all, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Square Biz. Square Biz with the 5 piece and the pepper says Reba told Garcelle that Garcelle doesn't even know Sutton. That told me that Sutton was not real. Well, basically, it's like Reba said, mind your business. That ain't none of your. I don't think that's any of your business. And she was right. You know, you don't go to somebody's home and start telling their mama what they should or need to be doing. That's too much now. Sit down somewhere. It says Queen Sheba, can Unibu pronounce Garcelle's last name? How do you say her last name? Unibu.
Sorry. Beauvais.
Beauvais. How did I say?
Beauvais.
I said Bevius. Bouvius.
You said no, Garcelle Beauvais.
Beauvais. How do you say Vouvet Cliquois? The champagne, that orange one. Is it Vouvet Cliquois? Or
No.
what I said, Bouvius.
Good
Boy,
try,
niggas
but
will mess up some names, won't they? And think we sound good. Beauvais.
you sound close.
Beauvais. Okay. Creole. Sweet Jane said you just Creole. That's all. You Creole. But look, thank you everybody. I know everybody gotta get going. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it's a new topic. And to that lady, ma'am, you know, I know you're used to being all passionate about love and marriage, Huntsville. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Lighthearted. Lighthearted. It's just content. Let it go. Don't be coming on here doing the most to that lady. You know, she know who I'm talking to. You did a lot in the chat, and I deleted a few of your comments, and I let one stay. I was like, "Come on, Queen Sheba, don't be a coward. get get a spine, you know." And I told you don't come back over here if that's how you're gonna behave. You're always welcome here, but don't come over here telling me that all of that, whatever. Go find you a page that's gonna do all that. Okay, Gwendolyn Crutcher, thank you for the 2 piece and a pepper. She says Garcelle let Sutton go in her own way. She did, but we're going to come back next week. How about that? We're going to come back next week. Thank you, Gwen. Queen, we're not doing this with you no more. I'm not. I swear, we're not doing this no more. She said, I'm hollering at Queen, calling that lady ma'am. Well, I'm being respectful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But did y'all enjoy tonight, panel?
I
Yes,
did, but I got my
ma'am.
feelings hurt.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we're going to come back Y'all, they ready to go. We gonna be we're gonna be tied into social media watching. We'll be back next week. They said great panel. Thank you, panel. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all that had to drop tonight. All right, y'all get some sleep and we will see y'all. God bless everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You all should be ashamed. How can you drink right after a funeral? Like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sanford, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. All y'all ought to be ashamed, drinking like a school of fish. My Bible says, be not drunk with wine. What does it say about scotch? Hey, listen. Yes, why'd you go someplace else? Why'd you go ugly up somebody else's house? Who you calling ugly, sucker?